So hello everybody, welcome back. So I wanted to talk to you right now a little bit more about food. So before I continue, I wanted to remind you that down below is my email. In case that you want to help me out, you can do that by the PayPal account or the Amazon gift card. And you can also check my books in Gumroad if you want to take a look at that. I will really appreciate to know what you think. And anyway, I hope the information that I give up is helpful. I do remind you that this is a reproduction list, so I do try to make each video make sense by its own. However, you know, sometimes it's better to just watch from the beginning. Now, you might know that this recipe, it's made out of bread. You know when bread gets really hard because it has been outside too long and it is hard and you know is uneatable. Some people just shred it, you know, like if it was cheese, but by very thin. The side that is very thin, almost like dots. And you can make a very good cake with that. It uses condensed milk and other things, and the recipe will vary depending upon what you have at hand. And it's a very tasty way of you know, eating that bread. It will be very nutritious also. And about bread, there is something that you should know. If you are allergic to penicillin, yeah, the antibiotic thing, you need to really stay away from bread that maybe even a tiny bit with fungus. Yeah, you can't eat that because penicillin is made naturally, because you know you're used to having the antibiotics in the pills and then processed or whatever, but the natural way to do penicillin is by getting bread and let it stay there with a little bit of humidity, and then it will get moldy. That moldy thing is actually penicillin. So if you are going to eat bread that is a little bit humid, then you know you might have an allergy reaction, and you know, during hard times, you know, it's very hard dealing with allergies and stuff like that require medical attention, especially if it is an emergency. So you know, just letting you know, there are food that when they are fermented, they are very good for your gut. However, some food, when they are fermented, they are actually producing antibiotics, and some of those antibiotics will you know, have different kind of effects in your body. If you are, you know, a person that is lucky enough to not have any kind of issues, you can consume these things, and these things will actually they boost your immune system and stuff like that. But if you have problems with allergy to penicillin or to certain things, you know, it will be really bad. And you know, aspirin. Long time ago here in my country, I'm talking about when I was like 5, so 5 to 10 years. So about 30 years ago, if you went to a pharmacy and you wanted to get aspirin, nobody will, you know, if you wanted to buy the pill, it would be too expensive. And what the pharmacy did is that they will sell you exactly 40 grams, as in 40 grams, no more, no less, of the tree that produces the aspirin. I do not know the name in English. It's sauce in Spanish. And that tree is aspirin. So if you get 40 grams exactly, you boil it in 1 liter or sometimes 1.2 liters of water, and you can drink that during the whole day, and or you can freeze it and then add it to your drinks in the form of ice. And is a nice way to consume aspirin without having the side effect of the chemicals. However, that tree, if you are allergic to aspirin, you might be, into a very hard position because you might be allergic to that. So when you're dealing with certain things in your kitchen, they are natural, but not all natural things will be working out for everyone else. So you gotta be careful when you are picking herbs for your tea, and when you're picking fermented food, and when you're picking the origin of the fermentation process. Some tea, when you ferment it, you will create kombucha, which is very, very good for your stomach, and it will actually help get rid of several things. Even though counterintuitive, it shouldn't be like that, because every time that, for example, you have gastritis, you want to have something that is not too acid, and every time that you get fermented tea, it's kind of acid. So it's kind of insane how this works. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know that you need to do the research on fermented food, because if the origin of that food might be fungal, then it might contain penicillin. If it contains penicillin, then it might be dangerous for certain kind of people, and you need to ask every time that you are going to feed someone and you have something specific that might not, you might consider is harmless. You need to consider this, and you need to ask them, okay? So thank you very much for watching. I'll let you know later.